Everybody listening into the live. So good afternoon, guys. Good afternoon, good morning, good evening, depending on where you're watching this video or this live from. And good afternoon, my beautiful and handsome audience. How are you guys doing? I hope you guys are good. I hope you guys are doing okay. Because as you can see, I'm fine. All right. So welcome to another episode of Witty Chat Live. Welcome. And you guys already know what this session or this um, live chat is about. This is Chat Live, and Witty Chat Live is proudly sponsored by WITV Properties Limited. And WITV Properties Limited is your go-to brand for anything real estate, lands especially if you want commercial lands, residential lands, you know, lands for farming, we've got you covered. So, my name is Promise Asogwa for those of you that don't know me. And if you're new here, please do well to subscribe, like, share this live, share to your friends, share to your family, tell them about this channel, just a way of telling us that you like what we do here and all of that. So before we go into today's session, I just want to say something. We're already in November and the year is already coming to an end. But then it is not over until it's over. So if you know that you still have it in mind to get a property, to buy to own a property, yes, let me just say it that way. My dear, don't give up. It's not over until it's over. If you don't have the money to start to pay it outrightly, you can. There are a lot of products that have flexible payment plans that you can pay small until you complete your payments, and before you know it, you've bagged that property, added the property to your portfolio, and all of that. And that's how you will keep adding more and more and more to come, and they will even keep generating passive income for you to get bigger properties at once when you like. So don't wait till you have it all or till you have that certain amount of money in your account before you come and buy a property. They happen like that for this Nigeria. So you just have to do it by you know you just have to do it how your capacity. Yes, that's the word. How you're able to 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 handle it. Yes. So on today's live with me, we have an amazing guest, um, a reputable and honorable person in the real estate industry. So I'm just going to bring him on the screen right now for you guys to see who we have. I hope you are ready because I am ready. So please, if you have not subscribed, do well to subscribe to our channel, like, share, and drop a comment. You can come on board to ask your questions. If you have any friends that they are interested in learning about real estate, tell them that they should be here. We have, the floor is open for everybody. So, I'm bringing our guests on board now. Hello, good afternoon, sir.
Yeah, good afternoon, whatever stage. How you doing?
Good afternoon. Welcome to BT Chat Live.
Thank you.
All right. So, how are you doing, sir? I hope you're as glad as I am to be here.
Very well, by the grace of God. Very well.
All right. So, sir, please tell us your name, introduce yourself to us, let us meet you.
Yeah, thank you very much. My name's Akintunde Solomon Olamipejo. I'm a realtor, builder, and also property manager.
All
So let's have it that way.
right. So, you're a realtor, you're into construction and building, and you're a property manager.
Exactly. Exactly.
All right. All right. Okay, sir. So, what inspired you to, come into the real estate industry, and how long have you been in the real estate industry?
Yeah, professionally, let me say 7 years. Professionally, 7 years.
Seven
Talking
years.
about what actually brought me to the real estate industry is to solve problems. As a man that really want to achieve something in life, everyone is looking for a way out, either to survive. But after all the books read and some other things, I realized that you have to seek for more for yourself. As in, you have to seek for more to add to people than for yourself. You get my point? So coming to real estate company is to add value and to change story. Because while I was growing up, I think at the age of 10 or 12, we moved to our own site. My dad moved to his own personal site. So I saw a lot of things happening there. Seeing Omonile selling one land for 10, 3, 4, 5 people. Then I witnessed a lot of crisis in that site. So since then, I was like, how can this thing be cautioned? How can this thing be cautioned? So after those and done, after university days and every other thing, God has His own way of bringing you back to your calling. So I see it as a calling because you know what it takes to gather money for several years and want to buy one particular thing, and at the end of the day, you end up falling to the hand of scammers or the so-called money. So I think I support the motion when the real estate and the real estate companies start coming out to make provisions for land, for people, property for people in an appropriate way that will take the hand of the monile away, that will enable them to enable the buyers to get the value of what they have saved money for all the years. So that's what actually inspired me, just to come solve problem and to be part of the force to make real estate deals easy for the interested ones.
All right. That's amazing, sir. I mean, it's a good thing for you to have, the drive to want to serve humanity and right the wrongs. Like, I mean, certain wrongs are happening, especially in the real estate industry. It is indeed a
Exactly.
good thing. All right. So, sir, please let us know how you help your clients to achieve their personalized real estate investment strategy, and you can also give us a story of how your dual expertise in construction and building, property management, real estate has helped your clients achieve their goal. Can you
Okay,
hear
thank you
me,
very
sir?
much. Like I said, when there is a vision, right, you have to learn how to carry out the vision, then how to implement the vision for the use of the vision. Are you with me?
Yeah.
So, whatever I must sell to people, and note, the first thing I do is I sell myself first. Thank God for the likes of Dr. Long Shei, Mr. Wisdom Ezekiel, Mrs. Bosede Obasa. I had a vision, so I needed a place to be groomed, you know, to get the acquired knowledge. So God has His own way of connecting you to the right people if you have the right impact to make in people's life. That's the way I see it. Like people say, when you have good intention, God comes in. If you have bad intention, devil supports it. So most likely, I have to learn how to sell myself first. When I sell myself first, I let people understand what I stand for. So that is what get people attracted to me. So to help people, I make sure I know the source. At least 75% of what I am projecting to my clients. I tell you what it involves. Sometimes you might have to lose probably some money because you are trying to do it the right way. I am not moved by the money. I believe that when you project the right value, right? Money is secondary, but that's your intention will retain the relationship between you and them. And to the glory of God, for every client I've met in the real estate sector for the past 7 years, we are still best of friends and we are more like family.
Wow.
All right? Yeah, talking on the story of what was the question, please?
Yes, you can. You can buttress on
Are you
it.
in?
I can hear
The
you. I
second
said you can go
question.
on. You can go on.
Okay, no, okay, okay. So what I do most likely is I know what I sell. I know what I project to them. And most likely I will always want to ask them what they actually want. Their demand determines my contribution. Are you with me? Their
Yes.
demands determine my contribution. Yes. So I make sure I get to know what they actually want. Then I'll work with that. I'll tell them if it's something I can actually provide for them. And even if I can't, I will search for it. That is why we are a solution provider. Whatever you're doing in life, from my own perspective, I believe that it's not just about the money. It should be about you solving the problem or giving the needs that the client actually wants. So what I actually do is I'm want, then I work with that, and most likely also educate them on what they need to know concerning what they want. As if they might want to have a change of mind, they will always come to you. We are more or less like a teacher. That is why we have to equip ourselves also. We have to equip ourselves with knowledge. We have to follow mentors who are ahead of us. We have to study their not just their achievements, study their achievements, study their failure. Most importantly, when they are expressing some challenges, that is when you should take time to study them more, seeing how they will come out of it. That would be a kind of grace that you will step on in order to avoid such issue.
Yeah.
So the second question said that my
Yeah, you can give us a story of how your dual expertise has, helped your clients achieve their goal.
oh, thank you very much. That is very very interesting. I realized that in this sector, right, the most important thing there is trust. Trust. My first client wanted just a land. He wanted a land, and I, he didn't want the family. But after getting the because of our relationship, because of what we're able to, how I was able to project myself, project the products, and how I was able to educate him on some things. He preferred that I should monitor the construction because he thinks he knows me well. And whatever value you are adding to a client, even some of my clients get me involved in some deals that are outside real estate. Because I must tell you, to the glory of God, I have most of them outside the country.
Okay.
So, yes, so the trust, by the grace of God, the trust they found, sometimes the system in the real estate, the system in which they buy land, they are not sending money to you. You get? They are sending money to that reputable estate company. And they get a receipt of everything. And number two, you as the middleman in between, as a realtor, you explain every bit. You get prepared for their questions. Those are the things that increases the trust. Like now, I have several clients that we have not seen eyeball to eyeball, like we have not seen physically. But by the fact grace of God, they can count on me.
Yeah.
I have a
They
testimony
trusted you.
of yes, yes, I have a testimony. So they believe that you can if you can actually get them the land without any hiccup, right? Even though you don't know how to construction, they will ask you, can you supervise the construction? So when I noticed that, yes, these are the things that I've been used to while I was growing. You can take it back to the last time I said while I was growing up, we moved to our site earlier. So I think there was a time that I ran from home. My parents were taking care of us, no doubt. But because I wanted to get some experiences, I went to do what is it called, labor. So from there, I learned about construction. There, even though I studied political science in the University of Lagos, but my passion for construction, like I can tell you, if you park in Colina, a Rosewood Colina, and give me a house on 3 plots on 1 acre, full of flowers, and I would prefer that. You know why? My passion for house, and the difference is because a time will come where Colina will reduce in value.
Yes.
But if
Yes.
at all the house will reduce in value, the land will have appreciated. So because of the passion I have to um, uh, deliver quality, what's it called? Uh, Assignments to my clients. They trust on me, and bringing them together is something that you have to be very strategic about. Most times, if I'm to work in Ibadan, right, what I would do is I'll look for laborers in Ibadan. Test them with one or two. So I can be in Lagos State and be building in Ibadan, Ogun State at the same time. All this by the grace of God, but you have to put yourself into some consideration. You have to understand the business. You have to understand the construction, the system, the construction itself. You have to understand this. You know what blocks they're going to use, what materials they're going to use. So even if you will be the one telling a laborer that this is what you're using from here to here, most times they come engineer. I'm not an engineer. I just took my time to study construction, getting to know how many blocks it will be enough for a two-bedroom flat and the material that are going to be used. So my own is to supply the material and you get to work. Are you with me? Then going to property management, thank God for internet. Whatever you want to get yourself involved, you just have to read about it. Read about it, listen to people that I noticed that property management has to do with law, though I do a little bit of law in the University of Lagos, that is, I think AG, whatever, under social science, you have to do a little bit of law. So I have I manage constitution, not the kind I manage constitution, I have it. So I know what the laws says about the owner of the property, to say. So knowledge in one word can make you get involved in several things, and by the grace of God, you'll be successful. Because in as much as you get knowledge, you have to keep upgrading yourself.
Yeah.
Read a lot, listen to people ahead of you a lot, put those things together, then you are part of it. Are you with me? Yes, it's another thing to have mentors, right? That you learn from them. And it's another thing to put what you learn from them to work. And one of the things I learned from one of my mentors, because I don't sure you have to mention his name, is humility. Humility. And the next thing is faith. Like there's an
Sorry.
adage in your Bible
Say-
that says, a soft word can bring out cola. Can you hear me?
You said I didn't hear the second thing you mentioned.
Can you hear me?
Yes, I can. I didn't hear the
Can
second
you hear
thing you mentioned.
me?
Yes, yes, I
So
can. I can.
I mentioned humility.
Yes.
Okay, yeah, humility and yeah, faith. Yes, bringing in the word faith, some will say, "Oh, I am confident in myself," right? Yeah, you can actually be confident in yourself, but so many things are beyond you. So many things are beyond us. So I use the word humility and faith. I learned that from him, And an adage in Yoruba that says a soft word can bring out cola from the pocket. You can get someone offended, but with your soft word and your level of humility, the person will be calm. Even when you want to raise the whole thing, people will say, "Come, this person has become enough."
Yeah.
So things that we learn from our mentors gives us grace, to put a lot at work. Give us grace to put a lot at work. You don't just have mentors for them to. You can snap with a mentor, you can snap with, but you are not getting anything from them. You do it the way they are doing it. Even try to do more than the way they're doing, so that they can be proud of you. You can have a direct mentor, have a direct mentor who you have one-on-one conversation with, and not be impacted because you don't have the level, you don't have the humility, the meekness to learn from that person. You just want to be seen with the person because of the achievements the person is making. You got what I'm saying now? Everybody wants to be seen with presidents, right? But their story you don't want to know. So having been seen with mentors because of where they are now is not what really matters. Even sometimes, if they're not careful, people will have to insult the mentor through you if they don't see what you're supposed to have gotten or learned from the mentor. So all these things are given us. That's why I said knowledge does not just lies on what you just know. You learn from the mentors day after day. You follow them back to back. You know, follow them back to back and see how they're able to iron out issues. And let me tell you, you will learn well when there are issues. You will learn more when there are difficulties. So with those things, by the grace of God, we're able to do everything in our own little way. Like by the grace of God, I have one of my clients. Most of the location I've sold for the company I'm selling for, my clients have been building there. Yes, I've been
Okay.
building for my clients there. Not because I'm an engineer. I will hire an engineer when I will either hire architects. I will hire them, but the clients have the trust in me. So I'm like the general manager. So he have that confidence in me. They can actually come up with their family members to help them sort out things. But concerning me, my own case is number one is official, right? And number two, they can see from the teachings, from the educate, from educating them in what they want. You make them see that yes, this person can actually deliver what they want. So it should be about them, not about you. Just like someone who is hungry, you know, the first thing is what do you want to eat? So they have a taste to get the right thing, then you are ready to provide to them.
Yeah.
Am I cool? Are you cool with that?
Yes, I'm okay. Thank you so much. Thank you so much for that. So, I
So
was
that's
going to
all for
ask.
that.
Yes, yes, yes. So I was going to ask you how you
So can you
keep
hear
yourself
me?
updated with, building codes,
Okay. So that's all for that.
the regulations that keep, sprouting up around the industry. But you mentioned a few tips. So I'm just going to ask, aside that, is there any other, ways that you keep yourself updated? I don't know, I've lost him. I've lost him. Oh. Welcome, Mr. Oye Yemi Olodun. Golden Sun, welcome to the live chat. Yanu Oluwafamurewa, welcome, welcome, welcome. Suleiman Aminat Omomi, I see you, welcome. Alright, so while we're waiting for our guests, we're just gonna, I'm just going to talk more about our product. I'm going to use this medium to talk about our product. So I told you people at the beginning of the live that it is not over until it's over. That the year is coming to an end does not mean that you will start giving up on your dreams to own a property. Because the year I've already finished now, what's the need? There's only you can still do it. Like I said, there are a lot of products that have flexible payment plans that you can key into. And our Green Wealth offer by Waiting Property Limited is one of them. And Green Wealth, you guys know how I've been emphasizing on how this offer is a not is a must buy. Yes, I'm saying must buy because you can't afford to miss this um life changing investment opportunity. I mean, who sells an acre for you at prices that you get in fact plot of land? Wittyville is just telling you is their way of appreciating our customers and our prospects for coming through, always putting us in business, always patronizing, and our way of encouraging you to not give up on your real estate dreams. So come and key into this offer now and thank us later. Not next month now when the prices increase, you start saying, "Hey, I wish I bought last month," or "I wish I come and buy now." Tell your friends. If you don't have money, tell your friends that have money. Tell your uncles, your aunties, your family members. And in fact, you will have flexible payment plan for those of you that are saying that you cannot pay outrightly. We have a 6 months payment plan that you can spread your payments across. So hit us up on our social media handles or on our YouTube page. Drop your comments if you are interested. Say you are interested. We'll give you our contacts to reach out to us on. So our guest is back, and I'm going to bring him back to the stage now. So welcome back, sir. Welcome back, sir. Can you hear me, sir?
Yeah, thank you very much.
All right.
Yeah, that's Niger thing. Yeah, I can.
Nigeria Tech indeed. All right. So I was saying, I was asking you what other ways? You mentioned that you keep yourself updated and equipped with reading and inspirations that you draw from your mentor and all of that. So are there any other ways that you keep yourself updated with the trends, building codes since you're into construction, building codes, regulations and rules in the industry? We want to know if there are other ways that you keep yourself enlightened and up to date.
Yeah, like I said, knowledge is power. And whatever that is of interest to you, you must seek knowledge about it. Understanding anything that is of interest to you will make you outstanding in that thing. So you know that these are the values that you will be giving, passing. It's more or less like a lecturing job. You are going to the class to impart knowledge. So you should be well prepared, you should be well impacted. You understand? At those on those three professions, even though they are not uh, things that I've been doing, I make sure that I have lots of them. I have engineers that I work with. I have people in the ministry and the land ministry that I work with that we discuss on this day after day. Just like every religion gathering, the Bible says iron sharpness iron. Are you with me? So, and the Bible says we should be our brother's keeper. So, be your brother's keeper. Whatever you must be discussing must help uh, your situation. So, I get that. I know I know my limits, right? So, I embrace the vision of labor. And mind you, the only thing the client needs from me is that trust.
Yes, trust.
And for me to be able to analyze to it how things have been going. Take for instance, I am not a bricklayer, I am not a carpenter, I don't dig well, I'm not a plumber, right? Mine is to get the need for their usage, what is going to cost, right? Monitor the buying, make sure that they are buying quality materials, not substandard materials. And all these things actually work based on the kind of uh, quality you want to deliver. Because you don't work, you should do everything that you want to do in life as a promo. You don't run by a promo. The quality of, if you are to sell gari and sugar and milk, right? Whatever you be doing should be the same quality in that sachet. Not that after the first time, you now reduce the quality.
Yeah.
Are you with me? That is why what I do most likely is I am always informed by the grace of God. I get that information when I go online, interact with people.
Okay.
Like, look at the days now, look at the issue of inflation. Look at the issue of inflation. Okay, there are some clients that are given a quotation for maybe for roofing or for decking or whatever last 6 months, and probably they are not able to provide for the fund now. So by the time we go again, I will let them understand that you have to wait. I will have to go back to the market again to get the recent price. You
Price.
can't work on those one. And don't get it twisted. Most of them know, yes, those most of them understand how the inflation. Well, and sometimes I advise them, people people will appreciate you more if you add value to them, if you suggest something that will help them. Most of them I advise them that you can actually buy your building materials, then you put it on the land so that by the time by the time the price will change, you will not be affected. So you think of something to achieve uh, uh, the delivery. Sometimes I tell them, see, you can just call them. Though some might even see it as form of trying to generate money for yourself. But mind you, whatever you are doing, not everybody will appreciate it. But those that will appreciate it will never leave you, in as
Yeah.
much as you are doing it right.
Sure. All right.
So that's how it works for me. So that's how it works for me.
That's amazing, sir. Thank you so much. Thank you so much for this valuable information. So, sir, can you walk us through
You're
the
welcome.
importance of of getting a building approval to avoid stories of demolition? I mean, since you are into this is your field, I think you should have some a bunch of information on that you want to enlighten us on. So you can just quickly tell the audience walk us through what the importance of getting a building approval is before going into construction.
Oh, okay, thank you very much. Like I said earlier, that I embrace division of labor. And these are the informations you ought to have started for. Ordinarily, if not for the Nigerian that we find ourselves, you know, number one thing is that the Bible says if the foundation is destroyed, what can the righteous do? The first thing is you must be sure that the land you are about to build on can be approved,
Exactly.
because government has its records. Are you with me? The
Yes,
number
sir.
two thing is that yes, you do the needful. By the time you confirm that, okay, this is a residential land, a residential location. Are you with me? See, let me tell you, even if a land has C of O, the C of O might be for farming, the C of O might be for industries. Now we have what we call residential C of O. That this certificate of ownership on this land is given to build out on it. At the same time, we have other one that is given just to farm on it. Are you with me? So these are the things that, yeah, these are the things that a realtor ought to have understood before projecting the land to whoever they want to buy. By asking the question, what is the purpose of buying? Like I say, if the purpose is not known, and this is what is inevitable. Your purpose of buying, if you're buying for farming, if you're buying for farming, definitely you know that ordinarily you might not really get a land that is given C of O for a residential apartment. But maybe sometimes because of greed, hello, sometimes because of greed, and we don't understand the fact that the relationship that starts now, right? The relationship that starts now, my last 50 to 70 years, depending on the value you are adding. When there is no value in a relationship, right, it can't last long. So on that position, you get to know by the time you yourself must know what you're selling one, two. Because if you go get a land that is given to you of O for farming, right? Given to you of O for farming, right? It will get by the time it gets to even a survey might be done on it, and there will be no issue. But by the time you get a survey and you want to start the processing, you take the survey with the architectural drawing and structural drawing of the building there. Now, when you now get to the ministry, right, they will now tell you what you can build here and what you can build, the necessary space that you have to leave from the fencing to the building and all those things. And why are they doing all those things? Is for our own safety. No, if you go to some houses in, let me say different island, you see how close. So I'm not even sure most of the houses there. I don't know how they got approved, but
Really?
we are in Nigeria. Yes, we are in Nigeria. Because when, God forbid, when there is a fire outbreak, when there is the given space in between the house and the fencing from the two houses, there is no way a fire will burn from that place. When there is like 3 feet from here, 3 feet from the building to minimum of 3 feet from the building to the fence, and the other house also has 3 feet from the building to the fence,
Depends.
right? There's no way there will be a fire outbreak in either of the houses that will affect the other. So it is important for us to educate, and if your client insists that, oh, I want to build and meet, you will let see. It is important to note the point so that when it eventually happens, you will be referred to. Your contribution will be referred to because not every client that wants to listen to you, though. Some will say, "Don't worry about that. I have my way," but you must mention it to them. Saying the right thing to them is also selling yourself. Tell them that you know the right thing to do. And if they insist, you know, they bear the consequences. So all these things have stages. You explain to them. You want to build a four bedroom flats and with this, you educate them. And in that case, you can even bring some of the workers in the ministry. Thank God we have a conference call now. Whatever you don't know, don't tell them that you know, right? You bring in someone in that field, okay, to educate him or in
Network. Network is disturbing my guests, you guys. So, I'm actually, I was actually expecting a particular audience in this live. I'm not seeing her. Miss Chiso, discovered by Tia. So please, if you know where she is, tell her that she is needed here. So while we're waiting for our guest, I'm just going to, ask us to drop our questions. Um, if you like what our guest is, telling us, enlightening us about, please drop a yay in the comment section. Thank you. Welcome back, sir. Welcome
yeah,
back,
yeah,
sir.
again.
It is
Yeah,
well.
thank you very much.
All right. So
Yeah,
you
yeah,
can
yeah.
go. You can go,
It's
and
on
after that,
this.
take a break to talk about any products that you have and you feel like you want to share, and then just basically advertise yourself on the live. Drop your handle, your number, and all of that.
Okay, quickly, let me just round up on that. So, as I was saying that you must educate your client, especially if is the person is a first builder. You know, probably that might be his or her first house or first construction, because it will not necessarily be the house. It might be a complex, it might be a warehouse. You educate them the necessary thing to do. You know, after buying the land, and good to have it now. Most of the estate company do the paper documentation for clients. So it's more easier that way. Even before they are buying, you let them know that, okay, when you buy, you pay for documentation, and that involves the deed of assignment, the survey, that is the registered size of the portion of land you're buying in the government uh, office over there. Then from there, you do your building plan. Okay, you do the building plan based on what you can do on that size of land. Then after doing that, even before construction, you also have submitted your document for approval, right? So that you won't be distorted or embarrassed. So I think I'm good with that. So these are the things you educate them. You educate, because let me just put this: most houses have been built in many parts of Nigeria because they buy through Omonile. You understand? And when they just buy, they just start building because Omonile are giving them go ahead.
Yes,
So most people don't understand that that is the right process. That is the right process to go about. So
yes.
that's just it.
That's
That
safe.
is
Yeah.
why every client must have a uh, competent. Let me use the word agent for that. So that's for that.
Thank you so
On
much.
the product, okay,
Yeah.
okay, yeah. On the issue of the product, yes, yes. We have landed property in Ibeduleki. I have green land in Ibeduleki by Petines. Ibeduleki by Petines. We still have area Mowe by Petines also. That is Mowe, Ogun State. Green land in Lagos State. We also have um, uh, we have Ishiwo by Ivy Land Tech. Because let me tell you, this our work is the client will turn you to Ashawo, because sometimes their demands, yes, yes, sometimes you might not really have their demands. You know what I'm saying now? That is why you have to be liberal. You work with people. What you have for sale, that may not be what they want, but
Yeah.
they will prefer your service. But they will prefer your service.
Exactly. True.
So we have Abel's Cottage by Adelantec, Abel's Cottage by Adelantec. We have Igboju Estate, Igboju by Adelantec also. We have uh, Oshogbo by Pertinence, Oshogbo, Iloyin, also by Pertinence. Fantastic locations, fantastic locations. So I think we still have First Act also. So my name remains Akintunde Solomon Olamipejo. You can easily call me Saint Solomon. Yes, Saint Solomon, not the saint. Is not everything about Solomon, but the saint part of Solomon. So on my Instagram, Saint Solomon 007, my Instagram. On Facebook is Akintunde Saint Solomon. Then my contacts on WhatsApp, my two numbers are on WhatsApp. First one is 081 380 and the other one is 770 is 07056860013. So for quality delivery, we are here with the fear of God. With the fear of God. Let's do that. Let's do that. We work by your demands. We work
Very
by your demand,
important.
and we educate you. Yes, we work by your demand, and we deliver quality, and we also educate you, especially those that don't know. No one is an island of knowledge, but it is important for of every creator to be well informed in order to project what is updated and real to the aspiring clients. So thank you very much.
Thank you so much, sir. Thank you so much, sir, for
Thank
that.
you.
Uh, so please, if you know that you are interested in any of these products that he mentioned, please do well to reach out to him, contact him via the phone number or the Instagram handle that he dropped. So back to our question. Um, Let me ask you, sir, what would you say is your favorite part, of your the favorite part of your job that you like, and also would like you to tell us the challenges that you know you faced so far as a realtor and the construction engineer. So would like you to let us hear the good and the bad part of it.
Okay. My favorite part of real estate is getting to have a client that really want to work with me.
Okay.
Just like one of these banks says one customer is 1,000 customer, right? If it is just about sales, you get the money and get out the money. And the favorite part is being able to get a client from the client level to family. Like graduate from just business partners to family. Because with that, you have a more open ground to express yourself, to sell yourself more. And from there, that just one customer can give you more and more thousands. And which I've been expressing by the grace of God, I've had that a client that has introduced me to a lot. But the most terrible part of it is that, wherever we have fake products, right, we have
Yeah.
original. After doing all your researches, my advice for every author is you should always get the background study of everything. Always understand the land, know the land very well, right? Because my experience so far has just been with a growing company that I think that must have learned a lot from, from uh, one of the mentors. You understand? There's everything that you can do, but there is everything you can't do without communication. Without communication. It's like you owing somebody, a particular amount, and you promise to give the person probably next week, Monday. By Sunday, you should be sure if the money will be available or not. And if the money will not be available, even as at Sunday night, you should be the first person to call the person in the morning, that's on Monday, to relate the latest development. Even in marriage, if there is no communication, it's not going to work. In relationship, if there's no communication, it's not going to work. Not I call you, I pick. No. Respect, value. You should know what you stand for. Because there's added in Yoruba that says, "Eru kan ló mú ni bíbá irú." You understand? And for anything that involves money, right? There's no way you will close to your landlord if you fail to pay your rent. You start having issues, right?
Yeah.
Even if your pastor buys from you and you fail to communicate or deliver, the pastor might forget that he's a man of God. Oh. Instead of blessing you, might be casting you or cursing you rather. So communication is the key. The terrible experience I had was just so terrible that thank God that there's an adage in Yoruba that says, um, "Abẹ́rẹ́ tó lókun dì kò ń sọnù bọ̀rọ̀." Needle that has thread, right? If you cannot, when the needle falls, if you cannot see the needle, but the colorful thread, will give you that chance to see it easily. Because getting a client is another thing. Sustaining that client is the most important part. The most important part. So having done all your assignments on a particular product, right? Having done all your assignments, having given all that it requires, now you now get to buy from, because let me tell you, the truth of the matter is that it's not every one of us that will have a real estate company.
Yeah.
See, some of us, our calling is like conductor. Yes, you might not have the bus, right? Yes, but you conduct in the bus. Yes, and if that is what you want to do, you do it well. And the Bible says, whatever your hand can where to do it well. If that is what you're going to, okay, like look at these days now, people are doing branding. Those that are doing branding for events now, most of them don't know how to print. They don't know how to design graphics. But all they get is they get entrusted by people, you know, do this thing for me. And it's your own assignment to get the quality material to use, the competent company to use. So if there's going to be any issue, right? Before they try to separate your own mistakes from common mistake, everything will take back on you.
Yeah.
I will try to study the product very well before you project it to your clients. Some companies still don't take communication as vital thing to do. If you promise your company, if you tell your clients that you will deliver this time and it's not possible, carry them along. You know, carry them along, and not just the client. Carry the middleman, that is the realtor along, and better. The realtor also should know even more better, so that he will have the right tone to explain to the client. No one wants to gather a lot of money somewhere, no matter how little, no matter how little, no matter how little. Because someone that bought a land of 100,000 naira from you now can give you someone that will buy the one worth of billions. So communication makes relationship solid. You just tell her, hey, but thank God, it's actually beyond, it's beyond control. But it is a huge disappointment that you sent a child to school, to one of the best school, right? One of the best school, and the child can't deliver. The child eats well. The child gets maybe he goes to school, he or she goes to school with school bus, but cannot deliver. That's why I mentioned the issue of mentorship the other time. I said you can have a great mentor and not get the right thing from there. The only thing you want to get is the achievements. So let me see with this person. That is not what it is, because it will tell.
True.
It will tell. As the Bible said, by their fruits, we shall know them. So it's not everybody that have that zeal to own a real estate company. You understand? It is even better of you to even sell, because they have the most of the body. You just communicate the situation. So for the fact that it is cheap, it is very cheap now to register your business name. And because you have some little sponsor to own an office, does not mean you are right enough sometimes.
Yeah.
Yes, you should take it upon yourself. Like now, when I wake up every day, after my normal morning devotion, the next thing I do is I examine the situation of each client. Okay, this one, where are we? This one, where are we? This one, where are we? And from there, I'll be able to communicate to them on the latest development. You get my point now.
Yeah.
Or you can have just 5 clients, servicing them well. Before you know it, they will now become your marketer. I know how many conference calls I've joined from just one person knowing people that I've not set my eyes on. So it was a very terrible experience. But if there had not been a help and there had not been a way, if the lack of knowledge, though it's not an excuse, but the most supportive thing is that you have the platform to learn. but you fail to learn. And that is pride. Pride comes before destruction.
Yeah.
Yes, pride comes before destruction. Let's assume you don't have mentors. You don't have who to learn from, right? So that's entirely. That's why I'm saying that most of the mentees now, the so-called mentees, they only just want to get attached to their mentor because of the success stage they have, not to get the qualities from them. I don't think I really have enough time with my mentor because normally those that come mentors are always busy. You must understand that. But there's an indirect way of learning from mentors. Yes, you follow them back to back. Every of their what's it called? Every of their interviews, their programs, you follow back to back. I know one thing. Let me just open the secret. If a mentor writes a book, right? If you listen to 10 or 5 of his videos, he must have discussed half of that book to you. But that doesn't mean you should not buy the book. Because not buying the book will still be hiding some secrets.
Yeah.
So we don't just do anything in life just to learn. You should also do to learn. And let your level of humility, if you don't have it, pray for it. Because the Bible says Moses the meek, Moses the great. There is no level of professionalism that you can find yourself if you lack meekness, right? If you lack meekness, you can't excel. Forget about all this packaging, trying to project yourself as, see, if you present yourself as the CEO of the thing, and by the time we start transacting, your sense of reasoning cannot be amount to the one of a cleaner. It's disappointing. The last time when Dangote was to advertise his product, he looked for a plain plastic and add some content of his petrol. Did you see that video?
No, I didn't.
Oh, you should be following people like that. Did you see that video? Dangote actually got some content of that petrol inside a transparent bottle, and he was advertising because people were trying to condemn the product. That is the first production they had in that refinery. A man of this caliber, eating or the car to drive or a house to live is not his problem. But at his level, right, he still go as much as displaying the content, how plain the content is, right? The quality of the content and what you don't market, you don't sell, and not just your product, yourself. So if you want to sell the best part of yourself, you should learn more about yourself and add more to yourself that will entice or attract customers. Thank you.
All right. Thank you so much, sir. Thank you. Thank you so much for that advice. So, someone in the comments is asking, do you have a category of people you sell land to? And also, are people still building houses in this economy? So, you might want to, give our
Yeah.
audience.
Uh, okay. Thank you very much. Um, uh, let me start from this adage from God servants. Bishop David Oyedepo is a mentor, a great one that inspired me spiritually and in every aspect of my life. He said, "Life is in phases. Eh? Life is in phases, men and in sizes. I don't have a particular people I said to. I said something the other time. I said, mine is to listen to you for your demand. What do you have to? What do you want to? What is your budget? And sometimes even asking your budget is somehow embarrassing some clients, right? Like, what can I do for you should be the first question. How can I be of help to you, or how can I serve you? Because it's indeed a service. If all you see is just to make money, you'll be getting a lot of things wrong. Okay, how can I serve you? I have a couple of clients. I have a couple of clients that I sold into YouTube. I marketed First Tag, Satellite Town, Awoyaya, She said, "Bros, I understand you. I know you wish me well, but this is what I can afford now." And she bought that Itoyi that year for that price. So if she's selling now, you know how much she'll be selling. Not the same price, but so there's no particular. Everybody is. You just come. It's like you. See, this business is like you going to church to tell God what you want. You come with what you have. The first thing is I give my time. I give free consultation to some extent. So let me hear what you can do, and I'll give you advice. That is why Pertinence is one of the most reliable and sure real estate company. They are for both the rich, the middle, and the others. Are you with me? Likewise, your company also. Your company also, because I've seen you must consider those that just starting. Yes, I know you have farmland. I know you have residential apartments. You know, for people of their income. Yes, that's how it should be. In every organization, right? Okay, let me not tell you one thing about this consumable this company that the produce consumable thing. Those days, while I was growing up, there was nothing like sachet Milo. There was nothing like sachet Milo, as in small sachet Milo, because those days almost everybody can afford it. I could collect. My parents used to buy cartons of picnic. Cartons, yes, yes, yes. Then we have two types of milk. We have one condensed milk. That one is very thick, very thick. Then we have the normal one. Now we have Holland and Nigeria. You know, that should be the 90s. But as time goes on, probably maybe because of inflation, now they start coming with sachets. That the one you can just afford, use just once and like that. So
Yeah.
that is how every company should be. Yes. So because someone that can afford, you know that these amounts, you should know where you know where you belong, right? Because you can actually start from there, right? You can start from there because land appreciates and people are building houses. People are building houses. I must tell you that is one of the things. That is where you have to come in as a concerned builder because like now, even abroad, right? We all know how they manage themselves. Understand? We all know how they manage themselves after paying those bills. So sometimes I advise them, my own advice is open.
Yeah.
Bible say there's no secrets in the spiritual yes. What is good for one is good for all. What is meant for you is
Yeah.
good for all. I advise them most time to buy their materials gradually. The first thing is you secure a place for those things. You can buy gradually. Even in my own space, before I got the ball, I got the pumping machine first. I got pipe. Yes, it's like you want to get a car, and you can actually afford to buy a tire. You can buy it. You actually prophesize it. So since that's how you have the land, you can buy as long if what you have is just to buy 100 blocks, you buy and keep there.
Yeah.
You understand? So that is one of the ways one of the idea I give to people that are big. Don't wait till you have the money complete. It's even more easier that way when you buy Ghana because by the time you have that money, the cost of Ghana might have increased. Like I have people in Kwari there in Abeokuta. I call them almost every month. Hello, Alpha. What's the update? Any increase? How much? To get updated. So people are building with when you have your plans, yes, you are building. Like now, people have been buying materials since January. Okay, out of my income for January, I can afford to buy 100 blocks. You buy and keep there. You understand? Most of my clients I advise them, you buy 100 and keep there. You buy sand and keep there. So by the time you're ready to build, what you just need is probably for the workmanship and the cost of maybe you buy cement because you can't buy cement and just keep there. It might
Yeah.
get dried or something. So people are building. People are building. People are building. You just have to strategize yourself, plan ahead. If you know that in between 1 to 6 months, you can come up with 5 million naira, right? Instead of saving that money, right? Instead of saving that money, take that money, call your either your engineer or your supervisor or your site manager. Oh, get get 30 tons of sand for me, get 30 tons of granite for me, get 2,000 pieces of 6 feet block for me or 9 feet block for me. Get everything you're getting there. So by the time you're ready to build, you just have money for just for the workmanship and some
Yeah.
other few things. So people are building. So it's all about planning. It's all about planning.
All
So
right.
that's where it
Thank you.
works for me. Yes.
Thank you so much for that answer, for that great answer. So you heard what our audience,
You're welcome.
our guests have said rather. Real estate is for everybody. I don't think it is wise
Yes.
to have a particular set of people you only sell to. Because like they always say, do not judge a book by its cover. So anybody can be your client, anybody can be your prospect, anybody can be your customer. And yes, people are building houses, so there's money. But that people are saying there's no money, there's no money, there's no money.
Yes.
There is
Yes.
money. People that the wise investors are collecting, their return of investment, and they are still building, they are still buying more properties, they are still, making it happen for themselves. All right, thank you very much, sir,
And
for
more so have the right mentality.
the
Okay.
right, the right
Okay.
what?
I say more so have the right mentality.
Okay.
Mentality. 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 Yeah. Be positive. Just because the way things are in your surrounding does not mean it has to do with you. No.
Yeah.
No. Um, everybody have his or her own testimony at a particular time. It might even be the hardest time. Like adding more to why people are building. You understand? If you remember in the Bible, God gave Joseph why people were standing, people were serving. They were keeping foods. They were not selling those foods there, and that was what helped that was what helped the Egyptian there. So have the right mentality. Don't let the um, environment, right, bring down your morale. If people are doing it, and if you want to build, go to where people are building, go and see. Just go and maybe it will motivate you. It will motivate you and plan ahead. Considering your income, plan ahead,
True.
step after step, get it one after the other. And by the time you get it done, people will be amazed. So that's how it works for me.
Yes. Thank you so much,
That's
sir.
what for
Thank
me.
you. We really appreciate your
Thank you.
time with us here on Witty Chat
Anytime,
Live.
anytime,
We look forward to
anytime.
having you
Yes.
around some other time. Thank you so much, sir. Do
We are one. Anytime, anytime.
have a
Thank you
wonderful
very
day.
much. Thank you very much.
Bye.
Thank you
Bye.
very much. You're welcome. Bye bye.
Bye.
Bye bye. Thanks.
All right. So that is it on today's episode of Witty Chat Live. Thank you, everybody, for joining. Thank you for your engagement. Thank you for your questions. We see you and we appreciate you. So please, if you've not subscribed to the channel, you are wrong. Do well to subscribe, like, share, and drop your comments. So I want to use this opportunity and this medium to invite you especially to our upcoming anniversary happening on the 2nd of December 2024. So please do well to come, marry with us, celebrate with us, celebrate the goodness of God in the life of WTV Properties Limited, happening on the 2nd of December 2024. And we would love to see you there. Trust me when I say we have a lot of goodies, we have a lot of offers, anything for our family, anything for our community. And over here on Mr. Chat Live, I'll be coming back with a lot of goodies as well. So stay tuned Do not leave. Do not um, do not stop engaging, and subscribe. Share to your friends. Share to your family. Share to your loved ones. And yeah, we'll see you next. I'll see you next week. So thank you everybody for joining once again. Bye, and I remain your host, Promise Asoba. Bye, guys.